Hey, this is Amanda from Playground. Today we're going to walk through how to get your enrollments in shape for the new school year. And then I've got a few quick product updates for you. First, we're going to start with some enrollment best practices. Let's dive right in. So now I'm in Playground, and you could see here I have all of my listings in enrollment. Now, if I want to make a new enrollment listing for the new school year, the best practice here is actually going to be to duplicate my listing. So I'm going to take my main program listing, and I'm going to click these three dots, and I'm going to select duplicate. Now I can give this a new title, new listing. If I was an enterprise, I could actually choose which location to assign this listing to, which means if I have a new location, I can actually just duplicate this listing to my new location. And then I can pick my new start and end dates. So let's say this program starts in September and ends, in May. And if I want, I can even gate my registration open and close dates right here. So then this looks good. I have a new listing, and I'm going to select my items to copy here. Now, everything I have in this listing can be duplicated over, so I'm just going to keep all these options open. But if I know I want to make a change, I can, deselect something. But I'm just going to keep everything the way it is and duplicate my listing. And now you'll see here, I have an unpublished new listing. And so I can edit this, and everything is the same as my enrollment from last year, except my dates have already been updated. So, I have, the bones of an enrollment listing that is already working for my program because I used it last year. So I know all of this looks good, but if I want to add anything here or change anything from last year, I definitely can. But everything looks great the way it is, so I'm going to keep going. We're heading over to the paperwork section now. So you could see here we're using last year's application form, and if I wanted to make any changes, of course I could. But I think the most important thing to consider would be the additional paperwork section. So, if there's any new compliance updates, any new requirements you have, this is probably the most overlooked area in where you end up having to scramble and make changes. So take a look at this before you open registration for people. Is there any new licensing? Is there any new requirement that you need to make required? Do you need to update anything? Do you need to sync new paperwork to this enrollment listing? This is the kind of stuff that gets overlooked and, ends up costing you guys, extra work. And so we can prevent that by just taking stock of it before we let people enroll. And then I'm going to head over to my pricing here. A new enrollment season is the perfect time to update your tuition. So if you want to make some changes to your plans or your offerings, you definitely can. So if you're going to go up in your price, you can do that here. Remember, you can also sync up scheduling, and you can also add a default classroom here. So if you want to save time or make your life a little bit easier, you can add a custom schedule here, or you can click on advanced settings here and add a default classroom. And that means when someone selects this plan, they will also automatically be added to this classroom when you're accepting them. Take stock of your additional charges. Are you changing any of your fees? Are you changing the structure of your fees? All of that stuff here. And just take stock of your programs. Remember, you need to click the checkbox here so that these programs are selectable to families. If they're unchecked, they won't see anything. And then, once this looks good, you can go ahead and publish your listing. And you see here, when you publish your listing, you get your link right away. You could copy it, or you could print it as a QR code. But let's take a look at, where should I put this link, right? So I'm going to switch my tabs really quick. And you could see here, I'm on Happy Hands Preschool. This is a Playground website for our demo school, Happy Hands Preschool. And you could see here, I can request a tour, I can inquire now. The best place to put your enrollment listing link is honestly right here. This should be in everyone's face. They shouldn't have to search 3 to 4 pages deep to find this. It should be right here, enroll now. Unless you have CRM and you want to do more of a contact us form, and like our site here, definitely could. Another place to put it would probably be in your program section here. You could add it to any of these areas here. Apply now. This should be everywhere anybody might apply. You want to get this out there and have as many opportunities for people to click it as possible. And speaking of your website, we recently revamped our website creation offerings to make it more cost-effective and SEO optimized. So if you've been looking at your website and thinking it's not pulling people in, or you're just not sure where to start, this might be worth a look. We offer single and multi-page websites designed by an in-house web designer, and we update them whenever you need something changed. We'll build in your enrollment listing links, CRM forms, and tour booking calendars for you, so you're not the one maintaining any of it. If you want to get started with a website, just ask your CSM, our support team, or me directly. Okay, speed round, what's new? Quick hits on recent updates. This is all stuff that we've launched really recently that I think you should know about. In our CRM, in settings, and the new notifications tab, you can now set up a daily email digest covering tasks, meetings, and any failed automations. That means you can stay on top of your CRM without having to log in every day and check everything manually. Also in the CRM, under settings and connections, you can now automatically create leads from qualifying inbound calls once we have enough required information to do so. A phone inquiry can turn into a workable lead without you needing to go and convert them to a lead or enter anything manually. In reports, we've launched a new scheduled reporting capability. You can set up a report to run and land in your inbox on whatever cadence you need. This is a beta feature, just so you know, so right now only certain accounts have access. So if you want to try it out, just ask us in the support team or your CSM. In the chat, you can now bulk create individual messages to families. You can select multiple families or an entire classroom, and it'll go individually to every family in that room. Or you could just handpick specific families if you need a smaller group. In student settings, you can now turn off ACH for individual families. If a family has had repeated ACH failures, this is going to let you stop the bleeding on that one account without changing settings for everyone else. This is going to really help with your forecasting and avoid surprise losses. All right, that's it for today. Remember to check out your enrollment, make sure it's ready for new applicants, and if your website needs a refresh, you know where to find us. Thanks everyone, have a great day.